am Laura Faye. I'm the host of Wytpods, and today we have Chris from Ehde with us. Chris, I am so excited to have you with us today. So welcome.
I appreciate you having us on the show. It's going to be great.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you have something very exciting to talk about. So I'm just going to start off by asking you a little bit about you and your journey into the business.
This has kind of been a lifelong journey and mission. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I have books of old inventions and business ideas. I recently brought up an old car wash business card. I wanted to do a come to you car wash, kind of before those were actually a thing. And it never quite took off for various reasons. And so, when I met my wife, I always told her, she would always say, hon, what do you want to do? What's going to make you happy? And it had always been the same thing. It had always been, I want to own my own business. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm getting a little goosebumps right now, but I'm going to do it. And the idea is going to come to me someday is what I would say to her. And, along the way, I've realized that opportunity and preparation is what luck is. Although you can't just sit there and wait for opportunities to come to you, things do come to you, but you have to be preparing yourself to and take that opportunity when it comes to you. And so my approach had always been to be an absolutely dedicated worker to whatever job that I was at. And I wanted to treat that business like it was my own business because my ultimate dream was to be a business owner. And think a lot of that hard work and just dedication and how I viewed my workplace kind of prepared me to receive this great idea.
I love it. Now tell me about your great idea, which is Ehde, right?
Yes. And so after a long Saturday with the kids, the second my butt hit the couch, our son Channing yelled, "Dad, can you come check?" Wipe him. It's a problem that many parents, all parents face really is potty training your children. They're potty trained, but are they really potty trained if they still need help wiping themselves?
Right.
With puppy dog eyes, he said, "I did my best, right, Dad?" And I said, "Of course you did, Channing." It was a mess. But in that moment, I realized a couple things. I realized that he didn't want me in there any more than I wanted to be in there. I realized that there's no training aids for that phase of life for children or anyone for that matter. And I thought, wow, the mirror on the back of a toilet seat lid. That's where the idea came about, the original toilet mirror by Ehde. And so I came out of the bathroom, and what started as kind of like a joke to my wife, he said, "Hey, let's sit down and let's think about this," because I started talking about all the practical ideas and solutions that people could help. It was training children. It was of all neurological abilities. This would give the opportunity for a special needs child to have bathroom independence. This helped women pre and postpartum when they're caring for themselves, leading up to their birthing to caring for themselves after they've given birth. Senior independence. There's numerous ailments in the rear end. Hemorrhoids, prolapses, fissures, STDs, warts. There's so many things that go on in that region. And we were like, wow, like the opportunities here are endless. Try it out first. And so the first time, we got a couple, not real prototypes, but some mirrors and things. And we put it on the toilet seat lid. Channing came running out of the bathroom saying, "His invention works. It works." He asked us to wipe him again. He's confident, clean. He's proud. The look on his face, Laura, I'm telling you, I have goosebumps right now. This story is just very, very close to us because I've never wanted to just do anything. I need to be the right thing. I love helping people. I have had an idea that come to me that helps people's children, helps mothers, makes situations that much easier. It improves the quality of life for a lot of people. We were just blown away. And so, and so my wife, she has a legal background, and she said, let's see if anyone's ever thought of this before. So we did the deep dive into URLs and patent searches, and we have toiletmirror.com. It had never been invented before. We went to USPTO. We did as many hours as we could doing searches. We're just us. And so we're smart though. And we didn't find anything. And so we're like, wow, this is the stick-on version. We have several versions, several variations. We've thought this thing through from the base model. So what if there is no toilet seat lid, all the way to wanting to give blind, impaired folks true bathroom independence? It up with cameras and things like that. We can make it fun, light sounds for kids. And so we really thought of everything first. And then we wanted to see what we could get as far as the property goes.
Right.
Our biggest thing, our kind of one of our biggest sayings here is you don't know what you don't know. In today's day and age, there's really no excuse to get the answer. YouTube, online resources, people just giving away free information all the time, or the best AI, the personal assistant that we all have at our fingertips, from setting up Shopify sites to setting up Amazon stores, properly setting up LLCs, just does so much at the tip of your fingers that you can just get quick answers here and now. And so that has been fantastic for us. So again, we don't take no for an excuse. We don't have time for an excuse. You don't have time, you make time. We get up a little bit earlier. We stop watching TV. We cut out micro scrolling, and we're not perfect. It's been.
You're human.
Exactly. And so, but to try to be very conscious of those little actions makes a huge difference in being able to really make momentum with the limited amount of time that we have, because we both work full-time jobs, very intense jobs. My wife's staying at home with our 2-year-old daughter up until a couple weeks ago, where we just got her into daycare. And then, we want to be incredibly receptive and responsive parents. Those are our priorities. And then with what spare time we've had, we're trying to make this dream a reality.
That's amazing. Now, are you in any stores? Is it just something that can be bought online right now?
Thanks for asking, Laura. And so, yeah, we can. We launched our website. It's Ehde Official, EHDE official.com or toiletmirror.com. We are on Amazon as a certified non-toxic product for children 3+. So we also did get our certifications for our materials. We wanted to make sure it was safe for children, just because that's going to be a primary target for us. So yeah, we're on Amazon right now. And then along the way, we had a viral video that ended up with 112 million views, and a company out of the Nordic market reached out, and they placed a wholesale order for us. So we're also on partyking.com in the Nordic markets.
That is so awesome. That's a lot of views.
Yeah, it was, and again, all hats off to my wife again. We're yin and yang. We come together to make this great piece, this great foundation of our home and then our company. And so, it was her idea. One day, I opened up a package and it was this pair of butt shorts, and I know who have to wear those, and it was me. And so we made kind of a funny video, just kind of mimicking the day that the idea came about. But then we kind of did some extra clips with peanut butter and the butt shorts, because people didn't quite get it still. They didn't understand. The mirror is designed to help wipe your butt. Bottom line, the end. So my wife clipped together this hilarious video. What's going to go viral? But what you can do is you can do your research and your due diligence beforehand. What works? What can work? Quick clips. Outrageous comment, trending audio. My wife hit every point that you could hit, and sitting there at work, and we're like, whoa, we're going to get 50,000 views. By the weekend, we're like, oh my gosh, we're going to hit 100,000 views. Kept taking off, and it ended up, yeah.
Was this on YouTube or TikTok?
No, on Instagram. It was on, yeah, okay. And it was a little bit out of text. It was we need to pull a bait and switch. But right. Because we anticipated we were going to get a lot of hate, because people are just going to see this for what it is, this, that, da. And so it gave us an opportunity to educate. And we had a lot of people retract their nasty comments and say, wow, you're right. There's for this. And kind of at the end of that viral video, we looked at it as, just because something isn't for you doesn't mean it's not going to help a lot of other people. So we were able to it gave us a ton of exposure. We had a lot, like I said, a lot of this has been all organic. We have time. I say, I said I don't like to use that excuse, but we haven't had the time to really reach out and podcasts and places like this. So, you reached out, this great, we had a television opportunity, Donna Drake, she reached out, we did a nice segment there. We found this thing called Grommet. We did a Grommet live launch where they did a product review, and the things that they said was just incredible. And just kind of a fantastic PR firm recently reach out. We had a fantastic agency who's going to start heading up some retail opportunities for us. We've had a lot of really exciting things, and I think that just has to do with the preparation and planning that my wife had. Real quick, I have this Moana analogy, just because I've watched so many Disney movies with my daughter recently. For my wife and I both, our parents have always kind of told us to stay away from the water. Take the easy route. We've been like that. So we met. We have both been outside the box thinkers, kind of been the ones to just ruffle the feathers within the household. And so, we approached the water. We knew we wanted to get on the water. And so we had to build our boat, and we had to make our boat so that it had as few leaks as possible so that we could go past the reef. That's kind of the big thing in Moana, is going past the reef. Right. We get to our boat, and that's our product. That's everything that we had did before our launch. We launched to friends and family. We got some fantastic feedback from people saying it works. It's potty training people. And then that viral video came, and it sucked us out past the reef to the open ocean. And it kind of sucked us out into that open ocean of entrepreneurship, whether we were ready or not. And so it's kind of been this really, really fun journey for us, because we thought that this would happen. We just didn't know when.
Wow, that's excellent. Typically I have a bunch of questions that I want to ask somebody, but you did such a great job in answering every single question that I would have for you in your explanation. I know now about your product, how it came about, where to find it, the purposes that it serves, your passion, your dedication to helping people with it. You've covered everything. This was amazing. And the product you have is something that's so innovative, because in 1,000,001 years, I would have never thought of this. And isn't it funny that sometimes something that is so obvious, hidden in plain sight, is the thing that nobody thinks of?
Incredible, Laura. And you nailed it on the head right there. There's always these ideas that pop up, like, oh, I thought of this, or, oh my gosh, that was so simple and so easy. And when we had the idea, it was, whoa, is the moment? Is this our chance? Like, is this what I've been telling you about? Again, I have goosebumps literally just coursing through me right now, just because it's so much bigger than me and than us. It's like, where do these ideas come from? Ideas come to people all the time. When do they go to somebody who is ready to move forward with them with action? Because an idea is only as good as the action behind it. And there's been so many great ideas out there. And, that's my thing, Laura, is like, I'm confident that we're going to be successful. I hope that we will be successful.
You will be.
Thank you. And I want to be able to go out there and inspire other people, because there was a time when, before I had this idea, I came after a long day from work and I said, hon, I got an LLC today. I don't know what we're going to do with it, but we have to move our feet in the direction that we want our lives to go.
I love it. 2
months later, the idea came. It was going to be pressure washing, what it was going to be. I don't know. I was not fulfilled. I wasn't fulfilled at my job. I'm great at what I do. I love what I do. But it just wasn't fulfilling me. What is going to fulfill me is being able to hire people. There's no greater honor than to be able to have the opportunity to give people a livelihood, be able to hopefully cultivate a workplace that I have got in the past, or things that I want to change, or things that I love that I want to incorporate. And we're close to that. And I just, we're doing it for all the right reasons. And I think maybe it didn't happen in the past, Laura, because I may not have been doing it for the right reasons. Now I have a why. 2 children, my wife, I'm helping people. It's not about the money. My why is to get my wife away from her job so we can make more kids. And she can be there at the home. That's what she wants. She wants to be able to help here when she can. That's what she wants. And that's what I want to be able to give our family. And if money and things like that come, that's all I want, is to be able to etch out a livelihood for us on our end. Everything else from that is icing on the cake.
I love it. Chris, I love listening to you. I love your passion. I love your creativity, your invention. I want to thank you so much for sharing everything that you did with me today. I have no doubt that you're going to be a success. So thank you for everything that you shared. And I wish you nothing but success.
So much for having me and giving us this opportunity to keep sharing our story and our product and just our passion and our mission, Laura. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome.